am so excited. You have no idea. So last year I made a little part of our backyard into a little taste of the Shire from The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. It's winter now, we're slowly creeping towards spring, and I want to make myself a little hobbit den in the basement. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I've been collecting stuff for years and years and years, and it's all kind of coming together beautifully, I think. In my head, it's coming together beautifully. So come along this journey and let's make a hobbit den in my basement. Welcome to my Hobbit Hole in our basement. I really want to show you guys around, but first I want to tell you guys that this is my 600th video on YouTube. That's such a big feat. Every 100 videos that I gain, if you want to call it that, is just a huge milestone. I don't know, like, it's so huge to think that I've planned and filmed and edited and uploaded and responded to comments for 600 videos. A lot of them I have put to private now just because they don't reflect my current vision for the channel, but it's been crazy and cool that I've stuck it out for 600 videos. So I'm still going. I don't have plans to stop yet, so I guess here's to 700 videos. But anyway, I have been working on this Hobbit Hole in our basement for probably 6 to 8 months now, and it's still not complete, but I wanted to do something special for the 600th video. Plus we just completed the Middle Earth readathon, so I'm like in that vibe, and I've just been excited for this, and I just want to show you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna show you around. So this is the bell that I like to think we ring when the Sackville Bagginses are on their way to alert everyone to hide because we don't like the Sackville Bagginses, right? Here I have my cloak with the beautiful brooch. I love this brooch so much. And then we also have my umbrella that I made. Hello. My umbrella that I made in a video. I can leave that linked. So that's there, and this is here for Ren fairs. Speaking of Ren fairs, if we look at the broad view of this space right here, this is my Ren fair supplies. There's my feet, and then here are the outfits and some little doodads that are options for me to wear for Ren fairs. As you can see, I've got like a mug and some spoons to replace the spoons that I'm almost out of, some belts. We've got some clothing, shirts and skirts and dresses. And then, like I said, my feet. And then hanging, I have a few of the additional things that I can put on my outfit. So there's a little pouch that I usually collect my trinkets in. Here's my belt, which is just like a purse strap from the thrift store. Here is a cool belt that feels a little bit more piratey, so I haven't actually worn it yet, but I have it in case I want to change up my cosplay outfit. These are the last two metal spoons I have, which is why I've got some wooden spoons here to go with, to have next for trinket trading, and I really think these are very cute. Now here, this This space, I have a Hobbit puzzle, a 3,000 piece Hobbit puzzle that we have glued. I plan to frame it and it will go right there. So that's what that space is for. Then we have the table of goodies. So I'm not going to go through each piece. You can see for yourself what's all there. Here are some teas that I get from the Ren Fair. They're very cool. And this is actually a little box that I got from my in-laws when they went to Hawaii one year. So I just thought it fit the vibe. What else? What else can I show you? In here, we've got my ears, but I like the aesthetic of the mug as well. It's just like a wooden mug. What else? What else? I guess everything is sort of explanatory here. This is this beautiful journal I found at the thrift store, and it's completely blank. I definitely thought that fit the vibe. Then, as you guys have seen, this is my Tolkien collection, minus a few cubes here at the bottom. Those are just other collections. But I really like this Tolkien collection. I really am happy with it. And I like to film down here when I do Tolkien related content. This is the recliner that I got from my parents. This is a vintage door that came from the barn of my friend's grandparents' farm before they sold the farm. So that's a really cool door. Down here is a bucket that looks like a barrel. It's got a blanket in it and a few other things that I plan to hang up on the wall here. These things just haven't gone up on this wall, but I do plan to. So I've got this mirror, which has beautiful details, and it's really neat. I really like it. Then we have my trinket shelf, which I'm also really pleased with. It brings me joy to look at this little trinket shelf. Let me know if you guys are getting into the trinket shelf thing. This hat I also use for cosplaying at Ren Fairs. I've got this flower banner thing that I got from the thrift store. This copper plaque, also thrift store. Then I have this tall candle stick, I guess. And then these are some of the little trinkets that I have received from trinket trading in the past. So I don't really have a good spot for this stuff yet, but for now it sits there. I've got this really cool basket. Looks like a picnic basket to me. And I like to imagine my Hobbit character takes this when she goes for walks and likes to take her snacks with her. I just think it's so cute. Also thrift store. This piece is a vintage toy made out of wood that my husband actually played with at his grandparents' house. So it's a little piece of our own personal history here in the Hobbit Hole. And I really like these cute little wooden people. I've got this big chest that's also authentically vintage. It does open. It's very cool. I've used it many times in photo shoots as I am also a photographer. And it's so cool. And I don't know. I just love the vibe. And then lastly, we have these squishmallows. We've got Gandalf, Frodo, and Gollum. And I absolutely had to have them. Even though I don't collect squishmallows, I do collect Tolkien stuff. So I had to have these little guys. So this is my Hobbit Hole space that I'm still making changes on, adding stuff to, stuff like that. But I just wanted to show you guys. I really love it. I hope you guys love it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And I want to know in the comments, what is your favorite place in your house? Let's talk about that and Tolkien and fandoms and just let's chat in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I don't know if you've probably not watched all 600 of my videos, but thank you for being here nonetheless, for subscribing, for commenting, for liking, all the fun stuff, and I hope to see you in the next 100 videos so we can make it to number 700. Anyway, thanks for being here, thanks for watching, I hope you have a lovely day, bye!